Reality. The climate of the Earth has always changed. In other words, climate change is a reality. This means natural climate change. Climatologists and geologists have long been researching the traces of climate changes or climatic fluctuations that have been documented, for example, by evaluating tree rings, by analyzing sediment and the relief changes of the Earth's surface. During the alteration of warm and cold periods, the CO2 concentration in the atmosphere has also changed with a time delay. The temperature would first always rise, followed much later by an increase in CO2 concentration. The temperature differences were up by 10 degrees Celsius, for example. Today, the temperature is about 10 degrees lower than in the warm periods of the Earth's history, and the CO2 concentration was also often much higher than today. Temperature changes were always based on natural causes such as solar activity and the Earth's orbital parameters. Humans have never been responsible for climate changes in any way. Climate change is an error. In 1986, the German Physical Society issued a warning of an impending global climate catastrophe based on erroneous statistics, the Mauna Loa curve. The Mauna Loa curve shows an apparent correlation between temperature and CO2 rise. It was then claimed that the Earth's temperature would depend on the air's content of trace gases such as CO2. Computer simulations and model calculations based on the serious error consequently always predicted a warming. The climate development in the past, as well as the dynamics in cloud developments and ocean currents, cannot be correctly captured in models. This resulted in completely wrong predictions. Even the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change (IPCC) admitted in 2001, "In climate research and modeling, we need to realize that we are dealing with a coupled, nonlinear, chaotic system. Therefore, long-term predictions of climate trends are not possible." Climate change is a lie. This is how the political threat of global warming was able to expand into such an unbelievably large pile of lies used by the EU Parliament to declare a climate emergency in 2019. However, more and more scientists as well as some politicians are turning away from the apocalyptic statements of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. Various studies and temperature curves were exposed as lies and fakes. For example, the hockey stick graph balanced real temperature fluctuations with a long warm phase in the 12th century and faked a nearly stable climate for 800 years.